On Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are live on Joy Prime, and so we are live worldwide, everywhere. Stonebwoy, you are loved. You are loved.
Thanks, man.
And do you see yourself lucky?
Yeah, I see myself blessed. And
blessed.
When you're blessed, I think you are lucky as well.
But you've had some struggles.
Yeah. You always struggle same way. It goes hand in hand. I think the size of your struggle also can reflect on the size of your blessing. So,
as at now, it is safe to say you are successful. In fact, you are successful.
We give thanks,
Is it something you are still battling with as an artist?
Like success?
No, I mean within your art, within your work. Is there something you feel like, Charlie, this thing is still not achieved? I have this, I need to do this, I have to do that, and until I do it, I'm not hanging my mic.
Yes, because there's a lot more room for improvement as far as I'm concerned. Every day gives one an experience in the music industry. It's just like rehearsing every time. Like, DJ Black, for instance, keeps on rehearsing. The last time I visited him at home, I was really inspired. Like, for as long as he has been in the game, he's remained top notch. For the VGMAs, using that as an example, when you came on and you played that Hip Life session, the whole house ramped when he was playing his jam. And then my mind immediately clicked to me how long you guys have been in the game, but still, creme de la creme. It's a lot of work, so there's more to achieve. And that is how I also feel.
All right. Now I'm looking through a catalog and I see your work. Charity, Hope Center, Autism Center, Save Our Future, Borehole Project. All of these things are not trumpeted loudly. Why is it so? Or you just love to keep your things, hush. Let's go and do it quietly.
I don't think it's so, because you find out that, like we all know this, I think the reason would be that positive news really is not like what many people would be like drawn to immediately, because it doesn't have that.
I'll appreciate it if you speak up, please.
Oh, sorry. Positive news is not. It doesn't have that concern energy, so it feels like it.
People are not grabbing it.
It feels like so, but it definitely, I've realized that it's not, because to those who it matters to, especially the corporate and the people who are in such, worlds, and these are the news that get to them first, so it is equally well received. That is how I see it, but I also understand the comparing it to some other news that would just be like escalated over the top. It is not equal to that one. So it's not intentional that we don't want to amplify. That's why we, employ the able hands of media to come along with that, and especially the stuff that you've mentioned, the ball, they were there, multimedia, everybody was there to support, to amplify it, etc. The Hope Setters, when we went there to pay a visit and equally, adopt the school, they were there. So I think.
How do you choose these projects? I'm asking because autism, I mean, yes, it's a worry. I know of Clicks Africa, the Autism Center, and each time I go there, sometimes I cry because I've seen beautiful children. Yeah. There was one I even wanted to adopt, and I know sometimes you see them and you feel like, oh my God. Wait, why? How do you choose these projects? I mean, you have a partner that is into dental care. You could have gone into that. However, you branched into autism.
It is still part of the health, care situation, and I think even that one goes beyond just like treating a particular illness. This one is like, that's how they're gonna live for the whole life. So the support base is really very important to be able to give them such, care for them to realize their dreams and become, useful, in life. So how I got through that was like we got a lead and I felt like we were interested. So we went through there. And the lead came out of the fact that this guy ever since he was born, could not speak a word. They say he's non-verbal, but the only name he can pronounce is Stonebwoy. The only music in this Stonebwoy. He could write Stonebwoy, but not his own name. So he was showing special character to Stonebwoy basically, and that is impressive. So I felt like that was a more reason why I got into adopting.
How was the feeling when you saw him?
I was lost for words the whole time. I was just lost for words, and I couldn't know how to feel, but I was really grateful, like I've always been, for the fact that, you see, the talents that we possess doesn't belong to us. It belongs to it comes through us, but it belongs to humanity. So if this is how deep a Stonebwoy talent runs for an autistic child to live on, then I must sit up. I must be encouraged, and I must be proud of how far I've come, so I can continue.
Did he recognize you?
Yes, within the first period, he's not expecting. So after some time, when he picked it up, he was happy.
Was he shocked?
Seeing you? Yeah. He was showing it.
Oh, I see. Okay, then you did a climate change high school tour, and then the whole project Western region. Charlie, you are busy.
Yeah, so the climate change initiative through the high school tour just started. I've been able to do 2 schools so far. So within the year, I'll be doing more. Yeah,
How do you pick those schools?
There are agencies that we work with, so they actually organize. We in conjunction with them. You know?
So you go there, what you perform or you interact with them?
We interact and perform. And the last 2, they didn't even give us a chance to really interact. They were
all into the performance.
They loved the performance. So whilst I was performing, then I had to take a short time in between the performance to really, you know. I believe that these are things they learn in school already, but when we come and add a little word to it, it makes it, you know, very much important.
Then you also went to school?
Yes, and I'm done. I'm waiting for graduation, and then, you know.
Now, how are you doing it? Online?
No, I was in class.
Stonebwoy is my classmate.
Yeah, of course. I was in class.
How's the feeling first day?
The first day I didn't know how to, because it would be like Kosko. So when I got into it, I managed. It's something I struggled. I struggled to.
They taking glasses, stealing glasses.
What? You know, but that's what is one of the proudest thing I'll be about myself, believe me.
What was it? I need that awkward moment.
We are Shama boys, I mean, I'm not Shama boys who like school, but after hitting the road, you see, I finished UPSA, and then I hit the road. I thought I was not coming back. Then I realized, no, I had to, and I did. And listen, one day I was at home and my wife just says, "Let's go now to my register." Oh.
So it was your wife that registered you?
Yeah. So every time I know say I won't go, but I know they find the window at all to even start anything. So I did. I said, oh, this one I finished for you. You're jumping in from level 200. I'm like, okay, that's inspiring, because of course, I'm a Kobe Dante.
Right.
And 3 years has gone by already. Yesterday I went to campus to sign up my thing. I've always been to school, but people don't know. You see me, I know the loud things.
I want that awkward moment in class or in school.
One of my mates, our guy, had me too much. He said, "The Mrs. School, we had our posting videos in half. No one who sent me back."
Why? He was always taking videos.
Every time. But it's interesting. I love the respect, because there are elderly people in the class as well.
Were you answering questions?
Oh, yes.
And getting some wrong?
Oh, my school, everybody knows, I be smart. One of the things they say is like, this guy, wow. But the thing they say, get too much time on his hands. But of course, we make sure that we are in class. Sometimes I land at the airport and I'm straight to go and write exams.
Hey.
Yeah, that's how I've managed for the past 3 years to,
How
Because
was
it's a Monday to Friday situation.
Combining school and work?
That's why I say I'm proud of myself. Because it's really, 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 it gets to me, not once, not twice, but I'm really proud of myself. Sometimes thing come, I say, hey, you go finish. You go as you start, go free drop off, So, and I the encouragement from the lectures and the fact that they really say, no, you they try was, oh, they're there, you can. My dean, if you come and see me for class, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Somehow they relate to everybody nicely,
Okay.
So they know if you get the Stonebwoy factor too much. So when they want to lose God small, make the Stonebwoy factor come inside. Away. Yeah.
And then you
manage them.
You have some classmates that will come and be asking you some questions.
Oh, plenty. Say with Day Street,
Right.
and some of the moments that are like many proud moments. By the time you go class, they be like, yesterday you did New York. I say, oh, Charlie, say for that alone, I think it also inspired them. They say, nah, you be serious.
Wait, there's one other question I want to ask about going to school. You are always with your bodyguards. What happened when you were going to school? Were you with them?
Okay, every time like you go to a time, say, oh, the boy, I tell them, say, Charlie, make I go. You go, you go, you go. He said, no. So from the beginning, they go me and go day class.
In the class.
Yeah. You go just steal like that.
And the lecturers were not complaining.
From the beginning, say you won't really tell. You can't really tell
Whether it's a student
or not. Easier.
I'm trying to imagine if a lecturer will ask a bodyguard, yes, you, Bosu, continue, do your job.
And then when we were going to play the All African games,
right.
I was writing my mid-semester
that day.
That day, many things I've done writing. When I was doing the BIM concert that day, I finished paper. I finished paper the night before, and then the next day.
You gotta be kidding me!
At rehearsals, I had my slides. I was reading. Even now I know. Say I get power. I get I get superpower. Believe me. So that time, by the time they write now, before they go here for us, I we convoy, tin. Okay, yes, I lecture madam, papa. So I love the fact that I was occupied, and say maybe now say a month ago and I'm about to continue the masters too, because
oh wow,
me when say the creative space be a space no like the way I manage multitask no. Now they feel jittery sometimes, like as in pack well like that, But so Jano, gift up.
You did some donations to widows.
Yeah, like every Mother's Day.
Father's Day is just around the corner. Then Father's Day is what, on Sunday? This Sunday. Mommy is no more.
Yes, but
what about the widowers?
What about the fathers?
The fathers.
And the fathers, you see father, our father movement for the whole world. Yeah.
Charlie might be somewhere. Actually, like we don't be.
So I really want to ask.
We don't really matter. Unless the bills come in, that be where they say, yeah.
Fathers, we be condition. Our movement will be condition. If we don't, but I don't mean to. But we all know how it is. That is how I think culturally we all grew up. So my father, thank him so much. I go call her. He himself say, like those kind of things. But we go call her, we go vibe, and myself, my father, and I know say my daughter go come kiss me plenty, and that girl, she makes her they feel say that one alone is enough. And of course my wife too, so and Father's Day, no. And I also Father's Day, she shall be.
So say baby can come my Father's Charlie.
Father's Day, very nice. She assistant me PMO.
Okay, now the TGMAs. Congrats.
Thank you.
Amazing night. Your performance, man. I wanted to wait to see your rehearsal that night. The information I had was that you were coming right after my set.
Yeah.
Because I was also producing some of the shows.
Yeah.
And they would rush up to me and tell me, Charlie, time. In time they pass. They know the fuel. I'm like, really? What's wrong with him? And the guy said, all I tell you be say, you know the fuel well. Just finish and let him come out. So remember when I met you the next day, I was like, Charlie, no be you, they say you know the fuel well. Yeah. How come you day here so sure? I say, feel my voice, Bozu, my voice.
Yes.
What went into the preparation? Was it the difficult task?
Not difficult, because we knew what we wanted to do, so we thank God that we were able to achieve it. Because that's what we were supposed to do, and the team was ready for, and Nana and Chief, everybody was doubling up for me because I'd only come out a week out of school, and then I started get some serious flu, which I had like 5 days to make sure I sound better. So by the 5th day, I was still managing. So that's why when I came to the sound stuff, I had my
nose mask.
Yeah, I was just managing, so that I can save up energy for the night. And even on the night, I think if you spotted, you could see me having my handkerchief, and I had to take my medications too. So I just was like floating on top of what is supposed to be done. Once I knew that we had ticked some boxes, production is tight, I also was there on a Friday to make sure I know my sports and everything. And then the next day, God willing, we jumped into action. And I think preparation made it easier. And then my sound technician guy and they did magic. So I would sit back and say, wow, it came out so nice, and the response thereof. So,
You move with your own sound technician?
Yeah, I try because it's important, Yeah.
Well, about your health, was that the reason when you started you were so cool? Because when you started, I was wait, Stonebwoy, today, dear.
I was calm.
Yeah, so calm.
I was enjoying the moment, believe me. I was just zoned out nicely. I was just floating on the whole situation. The first award came in, I went to pick it up, and till the end, I just managed to get some, energy kicking a little bit, and then but it was beautiful one night.
That horn. That horn.
Crazy song.
Bad tune. For me, my proudest moment, when he got on that TGMA stage, when it started, I had chills like, oh, Charlie, this song. Right? And it had always been my favorite on the Fifth Dimension album. Then a few days ago, I was detailing it to, I think it was Fento, and I was telling him that it started, I think I was with Mr. Agla. I was telling him my favorite was Manoji. Then it got to Into the Future. Then Non-Stop.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Apoteki was coming in. I didn't like that song one bit. You do,
No, my favorite.
Are your favorite? I never liked it. I don't know if I tell you from the beginning, say, Charlie, that song, if it hit, it go pain me. Because I realized it was competing seriously with Into the Future. All of a sudden, Charlie, here I am, like, okay.
And there are other favorites too. There are other favorites too on the album. Like,
the one with Dexter Dapp. So I just played it.
And In Control is one beautiful song that.
If you are now that there are songs out, which one is your favorite? Out of the popular ones, no, away from the popular ones.
My Sound also is my favorite with Shaggy and Dexter Dapp's and Life.
You couldn't shoot a video for My Sound?
No, not yet. We tried, but a few, especially even Life and Money, and these are plenty hurdles we all go through, label clearance, timing, artist preference, what they want to do. You can't, it's like
which means it's very difficult to collaborate and get everything done.
Yes, 100%. Very, 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 very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Especially in these times, going to different agreement and different timing. Sometimes you're going to release a song and it's on the same day with somebody else because you have a feature with them. You can't drop your song. Your song has to move another day, and you may have done all the planning and stuff. And sometimes I tried to shoot Storm's Life and Money video twice. It
didn't work.
Flew to the UK twice, and you could get some. You just leave it and just move on. So these are some of the difficulties behind the scenes.
Now, about collaborations, I'm made to believe that when you collaborate with an act, especially if it's a big act and on a record label, almost everything goes to them and the label. They are busily deducting. Yet, you keep collaborating. What do you get?
No, it's not. That's not the situation with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to be very honest. So far, I've really... I think we understand the game so well. We know what sort of contract and agreements we go into. It can never be the same with somebody else's agreement. You can find a bunch of artists or a lot of artists on one label, whatever label service there is, but believe me, their contractual agreements are different. It might not be the same. That doesn't apply to me at all. Yeah.
I see.
It doesn't apply to me.
Stonebwoy, bad boy, hard guy. But your label will also be taking their cuts, oh?
Of course. But for what you stated, as if when you do any collaboration with any, bigger guy, you just get to will everything to them. No. That's not my case at all. I've not done one thing like that yet. If it has to be that form of agreement, I think when we get there, there must be a reason that makes it worthy for us also. Like, for instance, we find out that people do, there are examples in the industry where you still win because you do that and then you get all the other proceeds coming to you. And, there's always a win-win somewhere, somehow, even for cases that you might have heard say they're giving everything to the artist. There's definitely something that they're going to win at, so.
But they keep complaining that they're getting peanuts.
Then I don't know who it is. I don't know.
Hey, then you're really enjoying.
Speak for myself. I can really only speak for myself. That's not the situation.
Do you know why I'm asking? Because I'm even looking at your tall list of features.
Not with Kerry Hilson, not with Shaggy, not with Sean Paul,
even with Bob Marley,
not with Wyclef, not with Bob Marley, not with none of my collaborations have me doing that.
And then your concerts,
yet.
all these
you see, that's what I'm saying. Yet, because they can get to a certain level where you might have to tap into some of those kind of agreements that feel like you're losing out, but you're really not losing out. That's what I'm saying. Even at that level, there must be some. I'm only speaking from somebody who would understand the game, but somebody who doesn't know, there's a lot of exploitation going on as well. Exactly. So.
Ibiza in Ghana, Black Star Line Festival, Stonebwoy Live in Brekum, Night Live with Adult, 24 VGMA Experience concert, 3-dimensional album release party, draft day party, the Meisters Express. Tallest. Do you rest?
Yes, I try.
Honestly, I get, fine, I don't rest. I don't rest too. But sometimes I get worried about you.
Thank you very much. That means you love me.
But who doesn't? I mean, it's Stonebwoy.
Oh, you cannot be loved by everybody. It's not nice.
Which means you enjoy the hates too?
You can't enjoy hate either, but it's a combination. Negative and positive makes it work. So you have to know how to balance it.
How do you balance it?
By staying true to you, which is very important.
But still, people think you're fake. You're faking it.
That's what they think. Like you just stated, they think, and it's rather unfortunate because I'm gonna definitely be a million versions in different people's minds, no matter what it is. So it's unfortunate that whatever version I have in anybody's mind, now you go feed them and bath them every time.
on social media especially, where I know that the world is watching.
Yeah. Where
affiliates, businesses, brands are watching, and you come under severe attack, especially, I mean, I don't need to go too much into that. How do you manage them? Do you, because I'm saying this because I've lost a bigger contract just January.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I was with them in New York, and they were telling me this and that is what we're seeing, this and that is what we heard, and so for me, it was nonsense, but hey, I mean, that's them, right? How do you manage the situation? Do you knock on their doors privately? Do you go to them privately and tell them that, look, you know what, all these you are seeing, balderdash, or all these things you are hearing, just throw them away in a bin? How do you manage them?
You haven't been specific.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get, I said it earlier.
I'm actually, okay, so I just would submit generally. I think, one, social media, there's something called on Twitter agenda. Yes, and it runs through any of the platforms that people can leave a comment. You find out that they can send agenda squad, so we've grown to actually have, teams that would look out, like social media teams and administrators and online spaces will make sure that they clean stuff. So do I also think that there are various means and teams in the corporate offices who also look into things, verifying things before they take decisions. Else I think a lot of people would have lost so much. So this is what I know, that people can also raise allegations. You can get up in the morning and people can tell a lot of preposterous lies. So imagine they tell those lies and those lies take effect without any thorough investigation by whatever corporate dealings that you have, by whatever entities that you work with. Then I think it won't be fair. So people really do due diligence before they take decisions, as far as I'm concerned. If they're a serious company or there are people who really value the relationships they have in terms of work, so it just goes a long way. But if there's no iota of truth eventually, I think that they should be able to. But one thing I also know is that people find it difficult to now apologize or even use the same energy to trumpet an agenda when the truth comes out. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's one thing we should also encourage, because sometimes the social media space, I think, is filled with so much information that for you to find the truth, you have to really present facts, so, yeah.
Do you get affected?
No, it doesn't affect me. You see, the thing is, it wouldn't affect me if there's no truth in it. Eventually, after, for instance, these companies that we have work to do, check it properly and realize that this is just a fluke, then it becomes something else. Because irrespective, people will speak about you, people will talk about you, and that's why you are, that's why you are who you are. So for me, you can see I'm grateful to God that whatever allegations or whatever stuff that will be, people wonder, but this is what it is, this is what they say it is, and the guy is still here and the guy is still there. Then I sit at home and I laugh, because you don't know anything at all about what you think it is. Like, you've probably just bought an online, you've bought into an online opinion. And so you think that will take effect on the ground. It's not, because that's not the fact, that's not the truth. That's why I'm like, I always for the truth. That's it.
Okay. Allegations. For me, I mean, we've all suffered it some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Definitely they will come. For me, I'm an example.
Sure.
And I've had my part. The TGMA night, Kim Promise congratulated you afterwards.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I saw it.
Did you respond?
No, I didn't respond.
Why?
No, I didn't think to respond. I just saw it. There's so many people I've not responded to congratulatory messages. So I think it's in that basket, believe me. And there's nothing attached to that at all. It's nice to congratulate people when, they win. When you think, you feel like, I'm not that petty. It doesn't have... Truly speaking.
But a lot of people think that there is some bad blood, and that was why you didn't respond.
No. I please beg that we shouldn't take it that far. There's no bad blood. I can never, ever be seen. It cannot be like that I can promise have anything. No.
Is he your friend?
Please. Like, there's no... Kim Promise is one of our junior brothers in the industry. Believe me. When he did Hey Sexy, I remember I was traveling out of town and I had to still pass there and shoot the video for him. I do not believe I have any problem with my brother personally. I do not believe so at all. That's what I can state. And like, people call you, your own friends sometimes will call you, miss them a few times. Sometimes, like, but there's no. We don't play. It's not like, so I don't want anybody to start to create anything. If anybody chooses to create anything, then they'll deal with it the way it is. But I can't get involved, like 100%. I can't get involved.
Listeners, in case you just tuned in, you're listening to Hitz 103.9 FM. It's Stonebwoy, TGMA Artist of the Year. He's my special guest in the studio. We're also live on Facebook at Hitz 103.9 FM. We're also live on Joy Prime, Prime Morning. We're streaming live also on YouTube. Kwame, please, if you can come into
Thank you very much.
I want you guys to finish before I continue with my chats.
Let me start by saying I admire the growth of your journey from when you started to now, and also try to commend you for something that I've noticed about your brand. So about 2 years ago, I remember you were outside of the country, you were on a tour, and then you tweeted something about the fact that the media down here wasn't trumpeting your works, your activities during the tour. So some of us went on social media and were like, oh no, but I think PR is very necessary in some of these things. I was one of the people that was very much lambasted on social media by your fans. Fast forward, now I see there is an improvement in your PR. Tremendous improvement, I must say. Now you were there and you receive a PR kit from your team. Stonebwoy performing here, Stonebwoy releases this and that. Quite recently, after TGMA, I received a press material from your team detailing a breakdown of your performance. I was like, wow. Wow. So I kept asking myself, what has inspired this improvement, if you can tell us?
Thank you. To start with, I think it was a fan who tweeted that, they replied to one of my Snapchat stories and said, and mentioned why he feel like Ghana no dey boom.
Yes, I remember.
That was it.
True.
So I quoted it, and then I actually asked it in a question form that, do you second the fact that he says my works are not being amplified enough? That is it.
Yeah.
So it's not like a plan that goes sit down and say ga. No. I know be that. Reach there for me yet.
Okay.
Where I go start that vibe. Because thinking through it, we always knew the solution. We always think about what the solution can be. So the improvement has been that we had to pay attention to the grounds and pump a little bit more resources in making sure that that is also flowing. And I'm thankful that it is being appreciated, Yeah. So now that we know that is what it is, I just urge all of my brothers and sisters, Ghanaian artists, that find ways and means to make sure that it comes to the doorsteps of, sometimes there's only a little feeling that makes it feel like, okay, if maybe, let's say, a foreigner does something, it's picked upon and it's amplified without any such extensive PR works, But how about your own artist? That is where the comparison stares, where we feel like if you're doing same for a foreigner that you don't know already, you just pick it up on from their portals. You may as well just pick it up from ours. But we've come to realize that that's not how our people, especially the media, would love it, because they feel like when you bring it to them, then it's more,
Okay, I have one more question. I don't know if Andy will go there, but it's been one of the things that people have been asking. Why did you not perform at the Salah Fest in April at Abeka?
Okay, but I performed at the Salah Fest in Nima.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So the original plan was I wrapped up whatever I was doing abroad and rushing, because I felt like it's been 8 years since I hadn't done any. I stand to be corrected, if 4 or 8.
Okay.
Since I hadn't done any Salah situation. So I was direct.
First off, are you a Muslim or
no,
a Christian?
No. I'm a Christian. The teams were speaking. So Chief, the grounds team, and one Cedric were having conversations. So they will deal with all these and then find time to bring it to my desk, because they know I'm also doing a lot of things personally and stuff. So when it came to our desk, I knew that, okay, fine, there's work to do. But the proceedings didn't go well. You see, so we had to disengage. And so it was brought to my hand, all right, that is what it is. We know how we operate, so I might as well just do which one that is. So I ended up at the Nima one, and then that was it for me.
Because I interviewed Baba Sadiq, and he said your manager had called to tell him that you were not there because of Wale's presence at the same show.
That's very preposterous too. You see, that's very, 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 very preposterous too. And I think these are the things that has led us where we are going. I actually saw an interview where he confirmed it, saying that it is my. I don't want to go into it too much, but the truth is going to be revealed anytime soon, properly. We disengaged because he went ahead to post the flyers where we're not supposed to be advertised. Internally, we're not supposed to be advertised for these events. We're not paid. It's not a paid event. Even if it was, we have a modus operandi where we needed, okay, these are charity shows that I've left Yankee and come and I really want to do. We have label situations going on that we have different ways. So these are charity shows, basically free shows. So the plan was not to be advertised. So why then did I do Nima? Nobody saw any proper advertisement. So they were in contact. By the time they would even finish for me to hear it, Baba Sadiq has gone ahead to post a flyer. He even posted a wrong flyer because of, I think maybe, I don't know what his plans were, which is confirmed. We have screenshots by Cedric, who was really, he was disappointed at, why would his boss even do that? We have evidence to that. So that was what broke us and we couldn't go. And we communicated that to you, Chief I was not in that space, but I'm answering for.
Right.
So that was communicated. That's it, that we can't make it anymore. If we had ill intentions, we would have gone ahead to say, of course, at least for nothing at all, the team is getting formidable every day. We would say, we cannot make it for Nima. No. When we thought about it, I'm like, nah. I pushed it away. Let's not make it seem like we know we can't go anymore, but leave it so that the show flows. Then after, maybe if somebody asks, you can also say, I was sick, I was not feeling well. It's light. Else you're going to be disrupting somebody else's show to be like, I'm not going to be there. The regular. So anybody who is going there in expectation of Stonebwoy shouldn't be there. We didn't do none of those. This tells you that we have great intentions. At least we still believe that we're good. So we wouldn't do that. It's only unfortunate that that didn't happen. You can see, you are in tune. You see a lot of shows that people are billed, they're paid, they buy ticket, and last minute they are called off. So in this industry, for people not to show up and perform, it's not really like too much of a big deal, except maybe the reasons are not really firm. But who are you to just say, these are the reasons. We couldn't engage anymore. And then a few days after, he goes on to advertise Shatawale. That is his event. It's normal. That is all that there was. That's it. And then the insult of my life came through. I took that as normal because even unprovoked is going on. How much more he feels like he has a reason. Then my disappointment will be that, okay, after some few days, we've kept mute. I think the insult went so far, I had calls from even my father, etc. Like, we all saw the response that was given to him because why would you even go this far? Based on what he said, Baba Sadiq told. So by that period, it is wise to lay low. Now confirming that Baba Sadiq really actually said that by what he said on Joy and said, yes, it was Steve. Then we're like, bro, what levels of lies are these? Like, what these lies are too much to contain. But what? You just chill. And that's how we've chilled the whole time. Nobody can tell me that they've seen a reply from any of my people concerning all that misappropriation and that attack of character till this morning. That was all that happened. So whatever the plan was or is, only him can answer and tell us what his plans were or are till today. And any person listening who has been can check, look at it. That is as simple as this is what happened. Done.
In your times of hearing things that are, just as you mentioned, misappropriations, that makes you angry or something that's supposed to what was the right word?
Trigger you.
Oh, okay. All the adjectives. What calms you?
You have to think through it, a lot of times, because some people will just pick their phones and go on TikTok and go on Facebook and go on IG and spew it out. But I'm used to containing it, and leaving it for the end result sometimes. Look at how simple I've narrated this story, and look at them. The mounting that was made out of it to even disrespect my character so much for nothing. So it just shows me what types and kinds of people I'm dealing with in this life. Because me, I'm living life. I'm not just here to sing music. I put it all together collectively as life. But if I can go ahead to state, at this point where all the insult had gone in, and he has come to confirm, it was actually right there on Joy I watched, and he said, you could have issued a disclaimer to just detach yourself from the fact that, all the insults, blah, blah, blah. None of that was done. And when he was pushed or asked, he could hear the way he was going about it as if I'd done him some evil, but then that's the most. I just watch it and I confirm, and I'm glad that their deeds are showing. Because it's as simple as, even when he was going about tweeting different things to fans, or replying to fans, telling lies about who finances me, telling lies about he putting money directly in my pocket. How many times put money directly in my pocket whilst you're owing me literally. It's on this same platform that Bulldog was pushing that he owes you, and I just be like, I wondered how he even knew. So to be seeing these things and going ahead and all of that, I'm like, no, this is too much. So guess one beautiful thing I did? I picked the phone and I rang my sister. We have a relation, we vibe from time to time.
Your sister is in...
Hold on, I'm coming.
Right.
So I rang her because we vibe. Hey, hi, I have some work, blah, blah, blah. Look, everything I'm saying, I can show evidence. It's not like you come and talk, and I can show evidence and everything. So I call her and say, sis, this, that, but I don't know what I've really done to your husband.
Oh, okay.
He says, unapologetically, I'm the one you should call about these things. And I appreciate the fact that I say, yeah, I'm actually really sorry, but but where the things are going, I'm confused also. Because if I had bad intentions, I would have actually, from the beginning, said, I don't want to be a part of this show. But I didn't do none of those. I just wanted to see you go. I've collaborated with you, done a lot of things. My Gidigba video was premiered in 3 music premiere. Like, bro, I've only given you respect and nothing else. So for all of a sudden, the turn and switch and these lies that are going to my character and the level of insults that I was insulted, the only respectful thing I was expecting was for you to actually disclaim that, you didn't give him the platform to do that. But you came on TV and you said, you were there when he was in and then, you laughed and you giggled and you blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. So that alone, just after weeks, now it's confirmed proper that this is where you stand. So your wife was like, I should take heart. I'm like, no, it's cool. Me, I'm not the type that will go on social media, and I can't do that. This is most respectful. Some of you speak to my wife, true or false. Some of you speak to like
every day.
Exactly.
I woke up earlier at 3 a.m. She has sent me.
This is somebody I grew up with. This is somebody I grew up with for years. And he even stated that, Madam is my friend. We grew up together. So that's it. Then more tweets kept going on. And then now the big one. Jesus Christ, I'm like, really? I called to disrespect your wife, I called to da-da-da-da-da-da-da. None of those ones, because I have evidence again about that, like this, nothing like that. Then I called him, I said, bro, I spoke to your wife, did he tell you? The way you are going about these things, I don't know what you want, but I've not done you any wrong. But one thing is that don't see me in town and do like, say, me and you are cool with me. Please keep the same energy. Finish.
Oh, okay.
So in answering your question of how I deal with these things, I find the best ways to deal with them. And these are the approaches I picked and shushed till today. What has anybody heard about anything? Should I rather go online and insult? Or should I fall for the normal antics and stretch it? No. These are the premises I used. So my legal team actually picked on the defamatory one, the one that was accusing me. I can't even use my mouth to say it's there. It's on Twitter. He wrote it, applying to a certain fan. It's disturbing to get to levels like this where everything is just attacking you, blah, blah, blah. I woke up the other day in addition to want to do my show in Legon. By the time I get off stage, I'm going home. I check my phone. I have cancelled another show. So I'm like, okay, fine, it's all right. That is just to show you that the wings, I mean, I know I'm detailing, I would have not, but let's just call a spade and go home, because I'm not going to say this anywhere again. So for the defamatory one, immediately he was served. He rushed to the police station to go and report that I have threatened him. An opinionated guy like him has been threatened a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He didn't mention. He's done all the interviews and was not quick to say that I've threatened him. After when the lawsuit hit, speed. So this, right from here, I'm going to the police station to tender my and go home, because we are law-abiding citizens. This is where it ends, and I believe that for anybody who wants to know, however, who has heard, has gone far and near, my godfathers have called, my dad. I'm sure my mom has even called me and spoken to me in my dream about all these ones. I don't seek to speak on it any longer. We'll deal with it where it has gotten to, so that we get the truth, and that's it. But I can state authoritatively that all the claims that are made towards me are preposterous lies. If I had my way, I'll play evidences here, show evidences here, and go and sleep.
I wish I wouldn't. you know, of all the discussions, I've not touched on these things, because I decided.
Because yes, I respect that, because he asked, and I was not gonna go there, but he's asked. Sometimes when you play it nicely too much, then people still, you know, I know the settings we're living in. I'm sorry to come to that level to throw it in all in, and I know that there are reasonable listeners. I say again, I hate to explain, because who loves you loves you. You see, people who love you so much, when, for instance, they hear anything or anything happens to you, they sob, they pray. They pray that it's not the case. And when you're winning, they are even happier. Those who don't like you, you go explain tire. That's why I hardly come out to explain. But for the purposes of some discussions and all of that, this is it.
The reason I said I decided not to touch on these things is because there are follow-up questions. Do you understand what I'm saying? And with what he said, I'm forced to ask further questions. One, did you sue because of? I want you to be emphatic on what you said. Did you sue because of the defamation?
Of course.
That was because of the defamation.
Of course.
There are several.
My legal team actually took it on.
Okay.
By themselves.
Okay.
These are young guys who know.
There are several defamations, and you've not taken any action.
Which one?
Oh, like all of these trolls, especially. Just as you said, there are things you cannot easily say. I mean, I'm wiser enough not to, touch on them. Yet you were quiet about it. Like, okay.
No, I believe.
Is it because the person, whoever is typical of doing that, is that the reason? And there is another legal team who could even take up actions without you taking a step further, or just fold your arms and watch them do their job.
Listen. You don't bark at every dog barking at you. You don't tend to throw stones at every dog barking at you. But some dogs you have to, deal with. We started by...
Is it because those dogs you think are weaker?
No. We started by saying how reputations, started interview by corporate, etc. There are some that you cannot leave out because of who's saying it, because of the kind of agenda that is behind it. Because from all the stuff that I've said today, listen to it clearly and look at the build-up. It definitely tells you that there is a bigger plan to their antics, however. But I can only stand and state my truth. This is as simple as that, So you wouldn't be able to follow like I said, you can't just be following just everybody. On Twitter, people will be doing too much, so much. But if you do go and reply to somebody or some way, just like the way I replied to the guy who said that, then it becomes... Exactly. So this is supposed to be taken seriously and cleaned. Do you get what I'm saying? I implore you to pick up the tweet and read. Then you can understand the level it is at. Therefore, the need to clean up a very honorable brand as Stonebwoy. That's just very...
Adam.
Interesting. I mean, I'm soaked in the conversation. In some of these, I have some of the, like you're saying, some of the facts I've gone behind, so I know what is really going on. And
you didn't tell us.
It's interesting. I knew we would get here. I mean, legal aspects and other things. So I just wanted to wait and watch what was going on. And I was also feeling like you are asking how he reacts to some of these things. Because when I also got to realize the fact, I was like, hey, and Stone is that quiet about it. But, I mean, it's part of the game. Some of these things happen.
You have to grow now. Yeah. You have to be managing some
Of course.
stuff.
I want to take you this way.
But we're still celebrating the win.
Of course, yeah. So now, I'm taking you this way. There's been a lot of conversation about your performance at the Just and the TGMA. A lot of, Votarians have expressed their appreciation to how you were really, spotlighting the culture. I want you, as you're here, break it down for us.
Yeah.
What went into the performance and what did you do on the stage on that day?
On the stage, I performed.
Take us through. Like, this is a breakdown.
Interestingly, my team feels like there's something that's going on. Like, we're all aligned. So much so that this actual performance came off like, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing that. And it was just like straightforward. We didn't have to dig too much. It's just like, because we worked on the last BIM festival, and it was like a lengthy one, so how huge that one was. This one was like, okay, just 10 minutes there. We'll just find a way to cut a few things short. And then, so the team went into production, and then we came out to say, okay, this is how we're entering. It's based off of the track list. So if we're opening with this song, how do we do this, that? And then we shared the idea. And interestingly, it was just the same ideas that we all had. It's something that should tell you to, represent culturally and then come in. But then we went wide, by actually bringing the Chagbe core, which is like a warrior dance intro from the women, and then the man coming in, the old man coming in to say some adages about if a child knows how to, and wash their hand when they eat with elders. The child that stays with the mom is the one that enjoys the meals, etc. These are adages. I wanted to deep into the grassroots. Like, I think he's a professor, and most of our performances are how the School of Performing Arts. Oh, wow. I said it before, from time. Right from 3 concerts ago or 4. I think I worked with them the first time on the Global Citizen stage. Then I said, no, we need to amplify the arts from those who are studying the arts as well. So I've always involved them. That's how come you sort of like have this level of, in quotes, perfection. Yeah. But I know there's more room for improvement. There's more work to be done, And then technically for the sound as well, I was intentional about it. I knew I had to bring on, my own guy who understands me, because, the production team is working for a few more artists. Therefore, you have to specialize on yours and know how you want to go about it. So it all came through well, especially that day when I was not having the best of.
Yeah.
You know, I had some flu, so it will affect. But I've always said something interesting and said, the place the flu reach, it will be auto-tune. You know? So it really actually worked. It became like some auto-tune for me. But these are the inputs. I brought in production, I brought in technical sound to aid the thing, and shout outs to the dancers as well. And we're grateful that the little piece that we churned out is really very meaningful. And we're hoping to do more and infuse more Ghanaian cultural, content in the contemporary, because this is where we are from. That's how best I believe I want to continue to represent Ghana. You know, the least you see is a Ghana flag on me anywhere I go. And on that night, you saw it. I still showed Ghana flag in Ghana. It doesn't have to be just outside Ghana, though. Yeah. So I think that I'm intentional about.
The Beam Next Generation.
Yeah.
I've heard you talk about it, but I want to understand it properly. Today is about breakdown.
Yeah.
What is the Beam Next Generation?
Today is about breakdown. I like that. Breakdown.
Yeah,
Breakdown.
that's why I think I broke it down, right? I've broken it down. So
Beam Next Generation.
Beam Next Generation has been on my heart for a very long time, owing to the inspiration that I've always gathered from listening to reggae music, dancehall music, and the camps that they've always formed. When you take a camp like Alliance, or the name before Alliance, I've forgotten, something camp, owned by Bone Tequila, it's a camp that actually, like, he leads it with his influence, with how hard he's come in the game, just to give the guys, the younger ones, opportunities. And yesterday was his birthday, and if you saw the amount of messages that came up and all of that, we realized that, yes, it tallies with my dream and what even though I'm in Ghana, I felt I've been inspired by that movement, whereby you create an opportunity and create platforms that will continuously showcase talent. And I think I've done this the whole time, from any stage I climb, I bring somebody. Any stage it's there, you can see.
Bounty Killer Jones, Bounty Killer.
Yes.
Beam Next Generation.
Of course. You see, so that's the inspiration behind, and I think I'm called for that, because it's not everybody who can stand to see other people shine. As for that one, it's very true, But for me, I've done it before, produced two guys. You guys know already. Put them on proper, get them a stand, and it's very, very commendable, And I've definitely done stuff behind the scenes for a lot of artists. So this time, I believe that now that school is downside a little bit, although I'm going to continue, I'm finding time to push the next level, which is the Beam Nation Next Generation. I'm so happy about it. So it's just...
How many people are we looking at?
We're looking at some number of people. They come and go, or they're in the camp. Once you
academy.
you can... Yes.
So it's like an academy?
Yes, you can affiliate directly or indirectly. This is the same meditation that, say, birth high-grade family, because that's the same meditation I had. So once upon a time, I can remember in Suman, via conversation, it came about and the high-grade family was birthed and came back to Beam Nation. So you see...
Are you going to pick the cream of the crop? Out of the academy, you're going to find one special kid and say, yo, I think this is the guy.
Okay, what I think is from my own, it's not like you're coming to be camped and then now we pick one. Anybody that comes in is a potential.
So it's like an enabler.
Yeah, it's a platform. You come, okay, there's definitely going to be agreements to the fact that it's just like you're doing label services, you're grooming, you're mentoring, and you're giving them opportunities. This is the four main aspects, I think, and this is what some young guys need. And it's a sacrificial journey, because you're going to put resources, you're going to deal with a lot of perceptions you're going to deal with. And I think I don't mind. I still want to make sure that I see that vision of making sure my platform births, like, imagine if we can point to maybe, let's say, 10, 20 artists over a period of time, and all of them are saying we came through the BNNG. It's beautiful, and it's going to outlast even me. And if it's well run, it's going to continue to be a hub to help people. Because I do that. Other time, one guy from behind Kumasi, he came, I just be giving them platforms. I just be making sure they're seen and they're happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the motive behind Beam Nation Next Generation.
Okay, let me read some comments quickly. I haven't read any comments today, but before I get to you, they say the deputy artist of the year.
Yes, that's a record set.
Yeah, man.
First time in a while, in 25 years, we have deputy
Artist.
So that means
Thriller
Also a plaque.
Also plaque. No. What you just replica. Straight up. Thriller J says Stonebwoy show was cancelled at the same Liman Hall last year due to the same issues Shatta had this year, but he never blamed anyone. Is that true? That your show?
That Liman show was supposed to be played last year. You see.
Oh.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, just I think 2 days to the show or something, we realized that they said, okay, no problem. Even me, I did travel already, so it helped me. I managed to go do my things.
Did you refund their money?
No. It has been. That's how come we did work with the one exactly. So we had a pending situation with them already. You know, and of course, I'm always available. It's not everything I shout about. God knows. Those who know from within know I support these guys wholeheartedly. Interestingly, if I was really a bad person, yeah, the guy who put together that show is Nana Dope.
Right.
And the history tells us he would team up with Shatta to their videos to sort of like want to mock Stonebwoy, etc. This is who I be. I'm honest enough. I don't take things to ask Nana Dope if he had actually come to apologize. I think he met me somewhere in time. He wanted to. I said, "Fio, they would." So that's how it ended.
That's all.
So would I have gone on stage? Would I have wanted to deal with somebody like that? I wouldn't. So, bro, no weapon for more. Believe me. For me, I try to be.
Is there an idea cancel shows? Somebody say even before you work, someone say, Charlie, I hear somebody has cancelled your show. They say they cancel shows right now.
The power day, but I know they abuse the power.
You don't feel too power.
I know they abuse the power. It be like Akosombo Dam. They shock the Akosombo people. Just they distribute power nicely.
Right. Sky Kid Hazard says, please ask Stonebwoy if a song not again is as a result of a broken heart he got.
Yes.
Someone broke your heart.
Yes, of course.
Shall I be like the broke heart? Everybody go jump
but not
you go reach everybody.
It don't be my own song. Not be my own song.
I don't know the depth of your own. But your own must be deeper than our own. Senior men get the most. Not again. It was your pretty face now go hold me down no more. Not again. I gave it all, but you dropped it on the floor. Not again. Me not going this no more. Not again. No. Going this no more. Every man want a girl from foreign.
That's
one who she a power with.
Broken
heart. Long time. It was my girl B-way. That time, that girl say in the near Dindodo. Yeah, it's okay.
She left you. But what did you do wrongly?
Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, if it's situation, I don't know. It will be a pray. Obi train. In terms of my winning.
OBJ. Right now, Kamido to get broken heart.
It go mend.
It go reach everybody.
It go mend. So they make serious. Is this that one way I make serious? I write some tune. That's how you feel. It's good to churn out what you feel because the music it speaks about. Be easy.
Speaking of Kamido, you seem to have a very good relationship with him.
I love that guy. Yeah, no homo. He's one of the guys who we talk quite often. You go there, you go see your message on Snap. Hey, Baba, Alpha. I say, hey, my guy, I'm rooting for you. Me, I told him listen, next year. TGMA is there, me contender you for there artist of the year, and he said yeah. So I love his mentality. Believe me, he's one of the people that I really respect.
In this industry, who can we say is Stonebwoy's friend?
That's where the thing dey. Me myself sometimes I think but the grass is always greener at the other side, so it go deceive you small. Because you see a few people partying, hey, that, and you're like, oh, you're alone in their house. If you know their house, you dey travel, you and your cool clique. But it's like that. I believe that we all go grow and we'll get to points where, and I only pray that we all have, it's better to be alone than to have friends that, say, So
is it to say that in times of trouble, there's no one to call?
Oh, it's really so in normal life, you know. Most often, those who come to our aid are total strangers, you know, because they feel our story and they want to come to our aid. I don't believe that, for instance, just an example, the guy begging on the street, you know, doesn't have family. But the strangers on the roadside who say, oh, it is so such is life.
Gift of Mine says, I love the dexterity and the maturity in his conversation, but in succinct, he should tell us his vivid explanation to. But I did it before. What? To his recent show in Legon, and asked him those purported harsh comments, does he experience them in real street? Does he experience them in real street or just social media? Okay, I think we've spoken about that. Paul Mensangu says, Stonebwoy is Ghana's Bob Marley, period. Charles Ajiman says, Andy, kindly ask Stonebwoy, number one, how does he respond to claims of arrogance? And is there a side of him that fans don't often see? Number two, should I ask both of them or one?
However.
Number two, what advice would he give to up-and-coming artists who look up to him as a role model? These are two questions, Caesar.
Thank you. I think you can only stay true to yourself. I am somebody who is very firm. I'm a firm person. I believe so. Very humble as well, very respectful as well. I believe that, you know, that's the way to go. And even myself, you know that sometimes the positive things they say about you, we all know, say, you don't hear. But the negative things you will hear. It doesn't mean that, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's always two sides to the coin. I'm not a timid guy. I'm not somebody you can take for a ride easily. You know, I think that is where the thing is. Because I couldn't be me if I'm not called Livingstone. Because the way we are suffering in this life, I've suffered and I've come here. You know, you've had to be strong. So there's no other side that is not unnecessary for anybody. There's always two sides to a coin, and there's no secret life. I just have to be straight, because people hardly know me in person. Because me, I don't do post, I just focus on my work. So there are people who would insinuate, and especially if, of course, you are an opposition or you're a hater or you're somebody who's very low self-esteem and you attract negative energies fast, you might be thinking for me towards those lines, but I can't be responsible for that. But truly and truly, I'm a strong guy, I'm a respectful guy. I don't have any evil secret character anywhere.
Yes, very Charlie, this is too funny. It says, please tell Stonebwoy I can be a caretaker for his house, Shasumami, because he really the work, they sleep for house. Kojo Dompe said, please tell Stonebwoy he should just back the collabo with Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Rick Ross. After that, he should go and leave for months and leave the rest. So we the fans leave the rest for us to handle. All of these. What seems to be slowing these collaborations? We've seen you with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how close you've come.
Yeah.
Who else? Wyclef. I saw you even in his house eating wache. Did you take the wache to him?
Yeah, me, I eat my Ghana food anywhere. So the watching.
You got it from Papaya or something?
Yeah, we organize and we say more carry go, because the way me too I eat, I eat just one meal when I'm hungry. So I have food for day, no be so I no go eat, because this is the whole day. I just know it. So it happened that the way we package ourselves, by the time we reached there, he was also about to have dinner. So we just placed it and bang, 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 bang. We chop it off and we wanted to know, it's from Haiti. And Haiti, the culture, the African culture, so a lot of conversations were going on. And you remember coming to Ghana once, etc. But these collaborations have been done. The one with Wyclef is definitely done, 2 songs down, done something with Rick Ross, 2 songs down. I'm just being honest. And the ones that are in the dream and in the pipeline, these collaborations I've mentioned so far are some of the biggest that can ever happen, So they're not easy to come by, and they're not even easy to just release. And the actual work is in how far it can be pushed. You see, how ready we are to assimilate it, to blow and amplify it. And then there's another part of the work that is behind the scenes, the legal frame, the label stuff, so these things tend to delay certain stuff, generally, not only pertaining to in my case, for those songs that have been recorded, they are yet to be planned and see how we're gonna close things and release them.
Overload remix.
Exactly. Overload remix is done. That's gonna
I've
come
been
up.
waiting seriously for that.
Yeah, them are no believer, Thomas and Judas. Head back over in the blood of Jesus. Lucas, where you are the Pamis Cubas. So you know no say in a pot mama cookers. Me say me no grief for nobody, me no grief for no na. Stand for my business any day, any manner. Many man want to dirty my honor. Them na go see Aljana, call me and me na pick it up. Me nothing at them sadi be no. As me arise them deep in below. Test Batman and Ada Figaro. So get ready for that. It's coming on the album soon. Because I'm dropping an album this year, same way. So we're tightening ourselves too. So
on that remix, who they talk?
we have La Russo, we have Jamil and Tentic on that remix. And we have a few collaborations too. I have to look into my phones too. I have with Jordan Sparks too. On
Oh wow.
Hey.
Tell about you. Don't be small or up and running.
Up and running. We have some, Friday on the album too,
And you have a new song coming out is it tomorrow or tonight?
Friday. Yeah. Beautiful song produced by my guys in LA. It's a beautiful
before we talk about that song, let me ask you this about what is the meaning of Ekelebe?
Ekelebe, mama in the
I'm not asking you to sing. I say what's the meaning?
Ekelebe is actually like a Nigerian term for police, like Ekelebe. So in the song context, it's for nuisance, it's for a hater, it's for an unbeliever, it's for somebody with the border, So that's the in the context, that's what it means. Yeah. So it means Ekelebe, my mind. So you tell and say, guy, my mind dey for me, I no be your neighbor, check your level. My party here, you go the rush and go bite your finger. Bad man, not chase after girl panting.
I see.
Yeah. So it's just like, one of those songs where you establish some, some talk. Yeah.
And the new song is what? Your Body?
It's just like the Sarkodie brag to, you establish some vibe. And the new one is Your Body. This Your Body, it's a beautiful masterpiece, you feel me? Like, it goes to actually defy the standards of beauty. I just want to appreciate the woman and say, because lately, we all with see standards of beauty, it goes on kind of level where almost sometimes they look like the same.
Do you have your permission to play that song small?
Oh yes. I just want to give you some prelude so people know the narrative behind it is that this is the way it is. Your body is the beauty standard, not what they say. That's it.
I want to make my listeners listen to Your Body. Well, after all, it's coming out tomorrow, so you get the opportunity to stream it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, certainly. And that was the song he introduced during his performance. And I think that it takes someone who has mastered his craft to introduce a new song in a performance set like that. Very risky. But away from that, I want to tell one guy that he's giving me more than gold with the acknowledgement he's been doing for me. In fact, the social capital I've gained in the right after 1st of June is crazy and amazing. Had people gifting me. In fact, my stay in Accra, I've not even financed for my coffers after VGMA. Wow. People have been extending amazing gestures to me at the mall and even from the diaspora. Like I said early on the show, that I've got certain even bookings in the diaspora because of Stonebwoy, and that I appreciate him so much.
Social capital, no be so.
Yeah.
Now I've learnt it's social capital. Hey, boss, you they understand the work. Social capital.
Yes, so I much appreciate. Now, what I also want to add is that you are moving correctly. There's this perception about your movement and your networking. When you move, then people want to, in the name of agenda, but I want you to prove a point. I see you nearer to the Grammy. Whatever it will take. Please don't be perturbed by statements like, I know you are moving and you know the rationale behind every step you take. I mean, rubbish all the thing and prove a point. Whether I see that, you're a candidate for the Grammy and I know you're moving correctly and one day you make us proud in connection with that.
Amen.
Now then, he has to come to Kumasi. There's a lot more Kumasi has to offer. Yeah. Come and experience our amazing creatives, and a lot more we can do in Ashanti region. So please come over and with the Beam Nation group, the one guy, Tony, that's your protege over there, amazing dancehall artist over you. You need to experience him and many others.
I'm thinking that he needs to have a Beam concert at the Baba Sadiq.
He has to. Please come.
Yeah.
You are loved. You are loved in your
stadium. Huge.
You are loved in. You are loved.
But
Yes.
the Grammys yesterday was announced that we have our own Grammy Africa. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I watched your.
You watched
your thing.
Oh really? Thank you.
Are we zoom into that? Let me wrap up real quick. So you zoom into that conversation. Now, one notable thing I've realized, and I know one guy has transitioned to a new face of his brand, and I can see one underlying thing: focus. Unfortunately, that has not really reflected on how his fan base has been moving on this one. And that is something I have said gradually was becoming a minus to his brand. Please, what I want to implore you to do is that, you leaders of the fan base should move from weaponizing your fan base to allowing them, especially there is so much to project, amplify and brag about you that pathetically, anytime you do something remarkable, your fan base tend to rubbish it in the face of other people and put other people's name in the trends instead of you. And that is something they have been very abysmal at doing. Moving on, I want your fan base to re-engineer how, because there's a lot more about you to amplify and brag, so that irrespective of the derail, whoever comes in to derail their focus, yours and your fan base and their direction,
just fanning the fire.
It's just to project, because there's so much to project. That the focus should be the new hallmark for your fan base, and let them not be derailed. I appreciate what you've done for me. God bless you, and then see you win more and more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the advice to the fan base too. And this doesn't go to just Stonebwoy fan base. You see, that is the trick. It has to go for all the fan bases, all those that have hardcore. We are fond of rubbing our successes in the faces of, and I think it's really a thing that stays on social media. One man's progress must automatically become another man's mockery, which is not the best way. Right. So I really respect that, and I think I do not show any traits and signs of those. If not, it would have been obvious. There are so many things that I've done remarkably by the grace of God, owing to the purpose as a musician, that I've never seen a need to rub it off or come on social media and insult people or rubbish it in their face that I've done this, can you do this, you can't do this. So at least I will beg that, particularly pertaining to my fan base, like you have advised, they pick the clue from at least me. So that they, So thank you for the advice.
Okay, Kojokin is asking, he says, what's the role of Dr. Louisa in his career? Oh, okay.
Okay, it's like asking, for instance, regular guy, what's the role of the wife in his life? The career is part of my life, and my wife is part of my life, and basically even very, very important to my life equally, like my career. So she plays so much role, She definitely looks after the kids, so that sometimes I don't, when I have to make it this time, the kids are going for our day. My daughter would have wanted me to go and drop them, but guess what? I had to come to interview. She would double at that. Imagine if she couldn't do that. That means this interview, the career will be affected, although it's a home kind of vibe. So I want to state that she is a very important part to my life as a partner, as a wife. And God bless her for all the effort that she puts in that affects the career positively. We have people whose partners, because of issues, it affects. So she plays a 360 role. I don't need to state that she's this, she's that. I just thank God for her life. And
right. Let's end with the Grammy Africa.
In a microsecond, please. Your retirement plan should be politics. You are a fine candidate for politics. I think it should be your whether retirement or in your picks. He should. He'll be a fine candidate.
Then my slogan will be Allah.
No, he'll be a fine candidate. I mean, he's proving himself. So I feel.
Thank you,
Professor Isuda Namba, Reverend Wuda, described him as a music professor. He's had so much accolades from respected people in the society. So it's about that time he really considered a political.
You go here in the news.
Thank God.
MP for a Sherman constituency.
I feel inside. I feel
transfer him. And we will not go lie. Yeah. Our party go be no lie, no lele.
Let's end it with the Grammy Africa thing. the Grammy Africa. I don't know if you've heard about it. Okay, you said you watched it.
I watched where the entire was saying that Ghana is not.
How does that mean to you?
I want to state it over so I can understand. She said Ghana is not
signed to
it's not signed to
fathers, founding members.
Please say it so that I understand.
So he said we have not signed to the MOU as founding fathers. So we are not part of the founding fathers of the Grammy Africa.
Ghana is not funding it.
Founding fathers.
The founding fathers.
Simply, we can't host it.
But we can participate.
We can participate.
We can be nominated, but we can't host any event with regards to that in Ghana.
So I even asked about...
For the meantime.
Yes. Man, she said things may change.
Yeah.
Yes.
She didn't state details to why it is.
There were certain things she couldn't see on air.
Exactly, yeah.
Especially when I asked her about whether infrastructure could be the reason. But from the look of things, it plays a role.
I should believe so, but I don't have such detail. But once we can be nominated, I think it's a good thing for us. But before that, I want to also state that we respect this international award platforms just because they've stood the test of time and they've proven to be credible and have received a lot of support from their home base. So I believe that we also have the GMAs, and we must have to get it to that level, give it that type of respect and support so that it grows and gets bigger as well for us. That's one thing I want to chip in. So as for it being hosted here in Ghana, I know when they fit the stuff that they have to fit, it will also be a problem, because Ghana is a very pivotal, place in Africa, and has to be a part of the highest level of engagement when it comes to the Grammys. So I pray that they do what they got to do so that Ghana really, because the entire itself is a Ghanaian. So you see, she's playing a top role as a British Ghanaian. No matter what, she's a Ghanaian. She's representing Ghana for us. So.
And she's even consulting for them.
Exactly. So you see, that means Ghana is operating at the top level already through a private individual. So we need that to reflect in the thing itself.
A lot of comments for you. Unfortunately, I cannot read all of them. Becky, you're our very own. Bex, she says, tell Bobo I want to hug him.
Becky is my good friend. I call her SM for life.
Yeah. Why?
And we say, no, because I just call her, I just tease her with it. SM
okay.
For life. And that's
George Gray says, hey, George, this is quite lengthy. Said, Munia, I'm filled with immense joy and pride as I extend my heartfelt congratulations to Stonebwoy on winning the prestigious 25th anniversary edition Telecel Ghana Music Awards Artist of the Year. His talent, dedication, and hard work has truly shown through, and this recognition is very well deserved. Beyond his musical prowess, I'm deeply moved by his humanitarian and philanthropic endeavors. His commitment to making a positive impact on the world sets him apart, and I'm inspired by his generosity and compassion. God bless him for using his platform to spread love and support those in need. His actions speak volumes about the kind of person he is, and I'm honored to celebrate his success and the incredible work he's been doing. May his journey be filled with continued success, fulfillment, and endless blessings.
Amen. Thank you, Uncle George. Thank you very much.
Countryman Songo says, more fire. Fabulous fire interview. Stone.
Fire. Oja. Our party, me and Oja be that. It go be your vice. The way they say make I go party. You go there inside Oja party. Fire.
Ike says, ask him, Papa Chale, we mix a collab with him and his big brother Samini. We need some climax remix this week. A post has been speculating on socials about their freestyle doing Samini Fest at Osu Oxford Street. Is there going to be any remix like that?
There's a possibility for further works, There's a possibility. It's not impossible, of course.
Hello, Auntie Alice. Alice Tope says the fan base is listening.
Yeah.
Mama Alice, you do all. Okay.
Big respect.
Yeah, man. Charlie, Stone can come here and...
You got the brand new one, though.
Stone can come here and without saying something. Yo, give me this stamp there. Let me hear Stonebwoy. Hold on. Let me start. Yeah, man.
A part one.
Yeah, man.
Good morning to everybody listening right now. I hope this suits your morning. Watch you now. Oh, yeah. Me say me promise to be loyal because you are royalty to me. It's a choice that I made. Oh, my queen, you appeal to me. Why? be there for me. And baby, don't you heed it from me. Believe me, I'm falling for you. I love you non-stop. Love ya, cause I'm a love you non-stop. Oh yeah, yeah, yo. I love you non-stop. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a love you non-stop. Love you non-stop. I love you non-stop now. I go. Sometimes I put you pampas and you put me pampas too. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I put you pan rewind and you put me pan rewind too. Yeah, yeah. But we never breaking up because it's taking us a million days to behave. Yeah. Let just strengthen us when times I get serious. Come link bang the king, never afraid. Oh no, no, no. Say be there for me. They up on Eat FM now. On a 3.9 means entertainment. I love you non-stop. Yeah, you
So
don't
boy,
know.
You are so smooth, man. Do you sing to your wife?
That was a big question. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes.
Wow. She's mostly sometimes in the studio too. You know, telling
Of
me,
all
I
her
think
the
this
busy
is that.
schedule?
Yeah, I think this is that, and we share ideas. And music is for the people, so for me, I sometimes even play it to randoms so that I can check what they think. So she's there. Maybe that's when she gets to be sung to.
Andy.
Yeah.
You know, some people think so.
But the one way, be like, say, you go wake up in the morning and say, baby, I love you non-stop. Hey, that might be fanfula. That might be fanfula. Except say, baby.
Or if you need something, you need something.
If you need something, but I never sing to my wife. Say, I need something.
If you need something, what do you do?
Need what?
What's that?
What? Oh, it could be, baby, cook me my favorite food.
Oh,
No. My wife.
I'm speaking as an
my
elder.
wife is
I'm
my
speaking as an elder.
Weather.
Thank you.
Thank you, elderly.
Said they are weather.
My wife is my partner, and as adults and the elderly, we have long time agreed for better for worse. I want.
So you go straight to the point.
Ba keke goza.
Better.
Oh, and yes, sir. Is that the guy? Oh, quality.
That's what I'm speaking as an adult. I'm speaking as an elder.
But the level for side there, you see, on record, let me see.
I think if it me rather way they bomb me more. Father's Day they come, so let's appreciate the fathers on this one. You know when they go tell you say you owe this one, you owe this one, and the thing to be like 80 CDs. This one be real stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday you go buy something, I think be 80. They say, now be 4,000 be that. I say so I be 80 CD now.
Ghana we day.
So for the men, if we rather they get that so maybe they for learn how to sing to us. And I remember about Father's Day, our women for side they sing to us for this.
Yeah, the Bab. But on record, you know, like I do a lot of weddings. You're on record. You are the most dominant artist for weddings. You know how to. I don't know how. Everlasting, inarguably, is the most played wedding song in the last 4 years. Yes, and when you with the girl, you they enter my system. Yes, activate with 2 day with a lot of that sector there you did dominate, you did reign. Wow, so that one they constantly be hitting there.
More love.
Etim son, our host of the Ghana Niger Ganja Agenda. He says, "Boss, hail him for me. He's such a polished artist, straight from Nigeria." Yeah.
Big up.
Andy, salute my being president for me. I'm watching you and I'm over the moon. This is Gifty Auntie.
Hey.
Yeah, the queen.
Allah him have a cook. Your party here for me.
Allah.
Allah
party.
Allah. Just say more fire party.
Elombini says, kindly tell someone my mom, Vivian Selassie, is watching him now. Sends her regards. She's a big fan, and my son Kamali is also a big fan of his works. Soon link him back door. Me and Bobo
go way.
Got some enough brotherly conversations to hold. Congrats to him again. He's even bigger than what Ghana even sees. I'm not surprised at any of his winnings now because I know my brother is bigger than the talent he even shares with us now. Beam.
Thank you very
much. Let's end it. Too many comments, and I hear you have to. Yeah. You have another engagement. You have to go see too. certain things. But I want to thank you.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, your manager, Chief.
Yeah.
Such a respectful and great individual. And your wife. I mean, each time she sees me, we have a little fight. Like, if I come do some check, time no day, me to some way into sometimes she's a fault. Sometimes I will call her man. So
they like to go to too much school. So every day.
Yeah. So thank her for me.
So thank you. She's listening.
She's listening. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rama Facha no Wati. No.
How do you call her?
Irama.
Irama.
Say it's called Irama. Me too. I'm called Kwame. So it's a Saturday movement. Yeah.
Kwame for who Jurof.
Oh, Kwame there, yeah. Kwame that's the first time I say.
Who Jurof?
Kojo for
Yes, mo nye kura.
Enyo no kre.
Kojo for your best.
Yeah, Kwame for no yeah. Yeah, the over bia. Where the Kwame. Odo say we wo ball bread we be see Saturday. Odo. Where there be see Saturday. Yeah, na you go through life and death.
Thank you so much. Rob Photography says, Charlie, what's Rob saying? He said we should get a lawyer from USA to do it. He sent a very interesting comment. I laughed all through. He says, well, you guys forget lawyers from USA to crash Stonebwoy questions on Stonebwoy. Your question is, he read them in high school. He's very wise. That's why I like him. From photographer Rob.
Yeah, Rob, my G. Thank you, guys. And I want to thank everybody too for the love. I invited a few people to the party the other time. They came through. And, Akbana Masham, Maunajira Masham, Novinho Mashamana, Bazo Dorajiko, Nanyunoga. Akbana Mi. Thank you.
Andy, there's a request here. They said ensure your dope meets Stonebwoy.
Y'all dope.
Yeah, y'all dope.
Okay. Yeah, y'all dope is the winner of the Darling Factor. Bad boy. He
was my engineer.
Oh, you know him, man?
Yeah, my engineer.
Bad boy.
Too good.
I have to let you meet him.
Sure.
You love the boy.
Sure.
Yeah, amazing talent. Sure. Amazing talent.
Sure.
You. Yeah. Shout out to Edinkra Radio. Edinkra Radio is in the US, and they have their all-white party coming up. We are coming live, and then we're also going to New York on 22nd June for the Ghana to the World concert.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We have to go. We're going there.
To the world.
Ghana to the world. 100%. Inside LLC. Get your tickets at ticketmaster.com and be part of this great event.
Of course.
Yeah.